everyone, it is the Opinion Zone.
Whatever. Love you, bye.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Ruin everything!
Lined up, did you?
We've started this fight. I am Jay, as always, Eggy Man, woohoo. I'm joined by my beautiful, glamorous friend, Poxy. Hi, Poxy.
Hi!
Hi. There, I almost broke my voice then. Don't want to do that. I'm also joined by Mr. Tom.
Yo, yo, yo.
Unfortunately, the lovely Fuad can't be here because reasons. And Donnie can't be here because he's an idiot. So, never mind. We can cope. He's probably writing for Nintendo org.power something. I don't know. Now,
org.power.
Yes. That's a thing, Poxy. Leave me alone. We are joined by two people, though. We are joined by Sonic Show regular Tanner. Hi, Tanner.
Hello, I'm not Fuad.
No.
Oh.
I'm the discount Fuad you get from the dollar store.
Discount Fuad. That's the best.
You get more for your money, but it's still cheap.
He's the Mario to Fuad's Luigi.
And in first on the Opinion Zone, whoop-de-doo, we have my sexy hatted man. Which doesn't sound attractive in any way. But we have Adam, aka T-Bird. Yay!
I got the applause, and I hope that I'm the last but not the least. Although I think I'm probably the last person to be on this show in the universe.
Yeah, it's
I think
actually the
everybody
last.
else...
This is actually the last episode
This
because
is
Donnie's
the
not
last
here.
ever episode. This
There's
is
no Fuad things. Jamie's just kind of here.
it's a slow, rapid decline. How I like
Yes,
it.
but thank you very much for having me.
No problem, darling. Always a pleasure. Right. Why would Adam be here? Could it be that we're...
Because Donnie's not here.
Yeah. Well, Donnie's not here. Who can... The best person to replace Adam. So, we are in the middle of a Kickstarter. We're 19 days away from the end of a Kickstarter. Which is for Summer of Sonic. Summer of Sonic is back for 2016 for... They're saying it's mainly to do with the 25th anniversary of Sonic, but I'm pretty sure it's more to do with the 10th anniversary of the Sonic show. I'm pretty sure that's why they brought it
Oh
back.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. So yeah, exactly. Yes. So
And
all in your honour.
Sonic.
And poor Adam has subjected himself to helping run it again this year.
It is kind of a masochistic love of something. It's kind of like, you know, I've got nothing better to do for the next 3 months. I'm gonna do this Summer of Sonic thing. So
Doing some kinky shit.
Because
I'd not like to take credit for this myself. The other masochists joining me are the usual suspects. Sven, aka our Lord and Savior, Dreadnux is back again. He's because he was away for 1 year. I don't know if anybody was aware of the 2013's. So Sven was working for, I think it was 2K at the time.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of conflict between that and an interest in Summer of Sonic. So it was kind of left up to me to organise that one. So that one put many grey hairs on my head.
Is that the Badnik one?
Yeah, I think
Badnik one.
I think it was the Metal Sonic themed one.
Yes.
Because we had Hoshino-san in attendance as well.
Hoshino-san! I thought Shenmue was cancelled.
You're amazing. It's a variety of people. It's weird because it very much feels... it's weird to explain. I genuinely felt for a long... I've gotten it into my mind for a while that 2013 was the last one. And I felt like we'd all sort of... I'd gotten used to the idea it wasn't happening again. We sort of figured it would happen again for the 25th anniversary, but nothing was ever said. So...
It's kind of like... It's going to be something along the lines of either Expendables or Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull or whatever, and the fact that...
Hopefully not that.
We all remember this really good thing, so hey, let's dig up all the old fossils who were involved in that and have another one. So
Let's get Jun Tsunoi out of his coffin.
that's going to be how it goes. Hey,
So-
June is most certainly not in a coffin. I've just come back from Tokyo, and he's just blown the face off 200 Japanese fans with the Sonic Adventure music experience, which was fantastic.
I managed to get a quick listen to those tracks when a certain YouTuber who will not be named uploaded them and then had them taken down like a day later. But the remix to the Station Square theme,
They are all fantastic. I'm very privileged to own one of, I think, 250 copies in existence of the actual physical EP.
Do you want to rip it and send it out to me?
I certainly won't. I haven't actually taken the cellophane off mine yet, so I think I might.
Fucking CD! Just open it!
No, I might just leave it for. I think I'm gonna be buried in the crypt with it, so you can come and steal it off me when I'm dead. So.
I'll pry it from your cold, dead hands.
Wait, after this summer of Sonic, it could be quite soon. So,
But I'm just imagining, like, you know, the Indiana Jones, how it's like, it belongs in a museum, and someone's trying to open it and listen to it.
It'll be somebody exchanging it for like a bag of sand because it'll be sat on a plinth.
No, I've got to exchange it for the recent Passion and Pride CD.
It'll be something bootleg. Anyway, but no, it's on a serious note, it is good to have Summer Sonic back. It doesn't feel like 3 years, but in some cases it kind of does. And it's good that, I mean, a lot of the people who we got in touch with, I mean, before we launched all this Kickstarter, we came back to folks like Jamie and loads of the guys who are sort of satellite sites and, you know, good partners with the Sonic Stadium. And I would say just about everybody was like, yep, we're totally good to go with this again. So it's nice that it'll almost be the old crew back.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
So,
it's
yeah, definitely.
Because I think it's also been enough time, because every Summer of Sonic, if you read forum posts and social media, the guests who go, the atmosphere is all very much like, best experience ever, I met all these other fans, you know, this is a moment I'll cherish forever. And then you ask a lot of the staff and they're like, I'm tired, I have a headache, I'm emotional, I don't want to do it ever again. And I think a lot of us got to the end of the last run, so to speak, and we're a bit burnt out, I think. So I also think that having this time difference has managed to like rejuvenate everyone and get everyone into a better place. So, because yeah, the tech guys love Summer of Sonic.
Yeah, you were a bit frazzled. I think everyone was a bit frazzled, and I mean, this is the thing that most people don't see behind the scenes is the probably 3 or 4 months of fairly intensive planning. It kind of gets easier as the years go on because we've seen the pitfalls where we know things will go wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, we've recovered. Well, we've recovered from. I mean, 2012 was the extreme where we kind of set up Summer Sonic. And then part of the venue caught fire. So we then need to dismantle Summer Sonic and move it to another venue. So that was kind of...
Yeah, the night before.
The day before. So we had the venue in, I think this was the one year we didn't have it in London. It was in Hove. And we had an absolutely fantastic venue. And I think I walked through the door and some of the breakers downstairs managed to trip and catch fire. So there's a distinct acrid smell of something burning, and everybody was sent out of the building. I had sort of, you know, sort of these horrible mental pictures of the merchandise stand on fire inside, but luckily it didn't come to that. And but no, we had to dismantle the whole of Summer Sonic, put it in a van, move it 2 miles down the road, and then reassemble it. So Sven was a bit stressed that year, I remember. It was yeah. We can look back and laugh at it now, but it wasn't funny at all at the time. But I mean, that's kind of the most extreme that we've had. But we've had loads of other little things like loud tech issues and God, what we're going to do about this when we got to the venue. But to be honest, 2013, and I'm sure Jamie will back me up there, was probably the smoothest one that we had.
Yes.
To date, yeah. So
is that what you wanted to say was the last one? Because it was the best one.
Nothing went wrong. Let's not do it again.
Yeah. Well, nothing went wrong because I mean I was literally watching everything like a hawk, And I think it was Jun finished his performance, and it was kind of like, oh my god, we've run a Summer of Sonic and nothing's gone wrong.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, I'd let go of the leash that was on Rory Jocelyn, and he'd gone up on the stage, and he then continued to serenade the crowd with his rendition of Robotnik's Tea Party, which was terrible, by the way. I have flashbacks to that. It's sort of, I have sort of post-traumatic stress syndrome.
I think, yeah.
What was
the fans liked it?
What was the convention where they actually asked people to come up and sing certain, like a male and a female?
That was
singer?
2011.
Was that Sonic?
That was the site where, that was the
Yeah,
year that the site kind of went up in flames.
Every year they've done different things with singing. Like the Rex Factor was a thing for a few of the conventions and stuff like that. So they've had freaking things. I think the other thing people don't realise is that everyone who, like the team involved for the most part, especially at the beginning, aren't professional in any of the fields as such. So it's not like I don't do video streaming for a living, unfortunately, and a lot of people, it was a lot of like volunteer, like this is hobby stuff taken to the extreme. So the fact that we got to a point in 2013 where we could confidently say we knew what we were doing, I was proud.
Yay!
Would you maybe go back?
This is the thing. As Jamie says, I think we get a lot of emails from people going, "Oh, we want to do a Sonic convention. How do we start doing it?" And unfortunately, I usually say, right, well, get about 20 people who just happen to have all the necessary components you need to run a gig. And it seemed to be like when we did the first few Summer of Sonics, we had somebody who was, had seen a tech deck before. We had Jamie who'd done videos, and Jono had done videos. We had, Sven had done event organisation. I'd done a bit of event organisation. We've got guys who could do sort of databases and set up a website and do management like that. It just happened that we happened to have all of these people sort of in this cluster of sort of friends on TSS and the Sonic Show and Sonic Rex at the time and all these other sites. We just happened to have this sort of magic combination. And I think this is maybe one of the reasons why in the States we've not kind of seen this. I mean, it's great in that in the States we get a lot of these little pop-up events of people going, oh, well, we want to do something very similar. I think that's fantastic. But I think the reason why there's not something of the magnitude of Summer of Sonic in the States run by fans is purely because it's so difficult to get 30 people or 20 or even 20 people or maybe even 10 people in sort of the same locale who can all come and do this thing. Because again, the United Kingdom is a small country. You only have to drive 4 or 5 miles and you can get to somebody else, whereas you probably have to drive several days to get to some of the guys out in the States. So again, it's kind of one of the things that makes Summer Sonic so special is that it's all these people who come together and we all gel. We're all friends as well.
Yes.
And that's what makes it great, I think. And I think that rubs off on everybody who comes as well. I think everybody... I mean, the nicest thing is a lot of people have said Summer of Sonic has kind of been the arena in which they've made sort of best friends. I mean, that's a nice thing to hear. That's not what we set out to do, but it's fantastic that this has been a
we
sort
set out
of...
to tear the fandom apart.
We did that. Well, I set out to accumulate more merchandise. I thought this was a good way to do it.
What Adam did was, over the first few years, he accumulated a lot of merchandise to then, in the latter years, then sell all that merchandise back to people.
The Sonic merchandise trade is ridiculous. I mean, if you go on the First for Figures webpage, you'll see, and it's not just the Sonic franchise either. There's those figures are, the ones that cost, a couple of $100 are trading for thousands of dollars now.
How much are you selling for?
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah, it fuels my fabulous lifestyle.
But yeah, I do think the events bring people together. I think for the guests and the staff alike, I can definitely say by doing the event, because for people who I knew very well through the internet, now they're people I meet outside of Summer of Sonic, and I built a strong group of friends, which is really, like I said, wasn't. Is a nice side effect of these sort of events. I think the 2016 Summer of Sonic for me is gonna have a bit of a like school reunion sort of vibe about it. It's like meeting because there are some people that I haven't seen for a long time, and it's gonna be weird like meeting them all again, seeing how they've aged.
Oh no, are we going to be American Pie reunion? That's what we're going to be, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. I was going to go to the 2011 one, but your tickets went out in 18 seconds. All waves went out in under a minute.
Listen,
You have to be quick on them ones.
you weren't organised.
Yeah, it's kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time, because you get to have the accolade of going, oh yeah, we ran this event and we sold out in a matter of seconds. But then it's kind of, you sort of get inundated with 100 emails with, my child who has, whooping cough or something has, 6 months to live and their last dying wish is they want to come to Summer of Sonic. You get a lot of requests like that, and it's kind of, in some cases you can't satisfy everybody, and it's but
And that's why I've got Jamie paying for my ticket.
Well, there you go. If you've got a sugar daddy to do that, then it's great.
Proxy, be aware, you're coming with me to work. You're not going to be sad.
Easy, Tiger.
Earn your ticket, bitch.
I'm paying for the train.
Oh wow. Okay. But talking of the free tickets and stuff, whose idea, was which collective? How did we come to Kickstarter this time?
So this time round, we kind of wanted to make. Look, again, if this is going to be, we don't know if this is going to be the last one. We don't know that. We do this on a year. We thought 3 years ago might have been the last one. It hasn't quite turned out that way, but never mind. So the one thing that we've always strived to do with Summer of Sonic is that every year we want to make it better than the last one. And we've kind of hit a bit of I wouldn't say a sort of a hurdle in one sense, but in London generally, which is where we like to have Summer Sonic, it's fairly central. A lot of people can get there, particularly if they're coming internationally. The one thing that you find is that you then go from a whole load of venues that can cater for probably 1,000, 1,200. The kind of the next hurdle up is on the order of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. I don't think we're kind of at that. So sort of size-wise, we've kind of almost stopped. I don't think we can get any bigger than that, and I'm not sure whether there would almost be the demand for that. And obviously, as we've increased with size, we've been able to do bigger things. We've been able to have more game pods. We've been able to invite more guests. This year, it kind of felt like, what we want to do? We really want to sort of be able to go, right, we don't want to have any compromises. We don't want to go, oh, right, we've got this much budget. We can only invite this international guest. We kind of want to go, right, we've got a huge budget. We can do what we want now. And as of time of speaking, and I'm hoping, within the next matter of hours, we'll have actually broken our first target and reached £20,000, and that is a lot of money that allows us to do a lot of things with Summer Sonic this year that we haven't previously been able to do, and it gives us a huge degree of freedom, not only to invite guests, but to also sort of go all out on what we need for the event in sort of terms of the technical aspects and what we need to fill the venue with, banners and displays and all those other things. We want bring goodie bags back, and we want them to be absolutely stuffed with things. So having a large pot of money allows us to be able to do this, and the only way that this was ever going to be done was either to sell tickets through some means or mechanism, or in this case, and luckily Sega have been extremely good with this and have said, right, well, we'll give you this degree of freedom to do a Kickstarter. So every last penny is going towards the event. So
it's not paying for Adam's hotel.
We're not. It's not paying for my caviar and my bottle of champagne at the end of the day. Or it's not. It's not going to my, my Cayman Island, shell fund or whatever. This is every last penny of this money is going into the event.
Good.
And I hope that's kind of a testament to the people who are also working behind the scenes, in that we are once again working for nothing.
Yay! Woo!
This is. I was once told by a wise man, never do something you're good at for free, and Summer Sonic seems to be the exception from the rule here, but we love it.
What you've been saying, it hasn't been going that smoothly apart from 2013.
It's a labour of love. It's I think it probably is like a really sort of like, I don't know, misbehaving child. You love them, but at the same time they cause you a lot of pain and suffering. But you get calls from the school all the time. You know. But it's
what people don't realise. I was going to say, go on.
I was going to say we love it. I mean, we love doing Summer Sonic.
People don't realise, obviously, as well, that in years where tickets were free, and yes, a lot of it was funded by Sega, but a lot of the people involved did fund a lot of different things out of their own pocket. So a lot of people, were doing things at a loss. I know Adam, helped out with certain things, and I remember in 2009 where we hired a venue with no internet and to do a live stream with. And we had to live stream the whole thing off a 3G dongle, which on pay-as-you-go was not cheap. So it's at least this year, hopefully the people involved who support won't be, go home in debt. That's what's nice.
Well, we hope not, and again, I think this is. We hope not, yeah. But again, I think this has been the nice thing about Summer Sonic, and this has been like, it's actually like. Put yourself in my shoes. We launched this about a week ago. I was kind of unsure about how this would be received. I had two sort of pictures in my mind. One with people going, "Yay, Summer Sonic's back! Take my money," and another one with people going, "Oh God, it's not free this year. These guys can go do one." And it's been the former. And I think, and what I find really like, I don't know, sort of very, very heartwarming, is that we haven't announced any guests. We haven't even announced what we're doing on the day. We've just gone, it's going to be here. It's going to be this.
You're not actually doing anything. You're just having a bunch of people stand in a room.
Exactly. It could be that. But people have donated nearly £20,000.
Yeah. It's
just
insane.
Off the basis of... Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we've... I don't know, just the reputation of past events, but there's now a trust where they have faith in us. Do they know what we can deliver? And the fact that, like you said, without the listing the guests and stuff, they have the faith in us to provide something that it's worth investing in. It's very humbling, and I was surprised by how the first instant, the beginning of when the Kickstarter launched. I was expecting us to meet the goal. I did think that was going to happen. I wasn't expecting it to be so quick in terms of that. How I can't remember the exact number, but how we raised like half of the goal in like hours. It's insane.
Well, I was sat in my hotel room in Tokyo, and Sven had pressed go. I think it was 4:00 or 5:00, so it was about midnight where I was. So I kind of watched it for the first few minutes, and it was like 20, 40, 100, 200. Okay, this is ticking over quite nicely. Went to bed, woke up at 8:00 in the morning, and I think we were at something like £12,000. And it's kind of like, wow, that escalated quickly. But
yeah, I got that from when I was at work, and Jamie gave me a call. So yeah, by the way, it's already reached 9,000. I was like, what?
It's insane. It's so crazy that like I did think that, because there was a little bit I think in my head that thought the reason the tickets sold out so quick was because they were free. Now they're not free. Are people still going to care? And they clearly still do. And it's just weird. It's just so weird. People...
I think the other thing that I've seen a lot of people come back with is they've gone, "Oh, I'm going to wait until I get paid to get a ticket." If anybody's listening to this, you pledge now. You don't pay until I think May.
You pay when the things close. So in 19 days from the day of recording. So people, you back. You don't pay up front. You pay once the project is over. So you can.
Which is going to be something like beginning of May, mid-May.
It's definitely worth securing a ticket.
Definitely do.
Because again, like we were in the first like few days, I've been constantly like through social media doing updates and stuff. It's like half of these tickets have gone and these tickets have sold out, and now we've added more tickets due to demand, and they just keep going. And I've also been quite interested in the people who have been backing who don't even want a ticket. They just want to. I know some of them are people who can't go, but just have been to previous events and said, well, it was free before, so now's my chance to repay that favour that you gave us, which is really sweet. So it's just those.
And this is the thing, and the Sonic fandom, I think, gets a really, really bad rap. But there again, I think most things get a bad rap off, the 1% who do misbehave. The Sonic fandom are some of the most generous people that I know. I mean, we've had some very large donations from just single people who just feel, they feel so strongly about the event and there's such an attachment to the event that they've wanted to give. They didn't just want to give, oh right, okay, £20 gets me the ticket. They wanted to give more than that, and that's great. And but this is the nice thing: it doesn't even matter if you can give £20 or you can give 200. It's all It's the wonderful thing about Kickstarter is it's all these donations all then sort of snowball into this large pot of money that we're now going to have to do this event, which is fantastic. So,
yay!
But just to drop just to be the horrible person, we have some quite exciting names to drop. And some other exciting things to drop as announcements for the event. We're hoping we can get some of them in the next few days, and I'm hoping that some of that will kind of give us a little bit of an extra boost and get rid of the last few tickets that we've got as well.
I don't see there being an issue. Like I said, with the way the tickets have been going, it's been so consistent. The VIP tickets which sold out, and the highest tier tickets sold out almost instantly. One of the Sonic Show, a regular fan who's appeared on Defeat Donnie, he got one of the VIP tickets. He sent me a message saying, "I got a ticket." I'm like, God, how can you afford that? It's too much money.
I can't even afford it.
Well, you can't afford anything, Fox.
You can't afford. Guys, just quickly, just to verify, if we're going by how long we've got left till the Kickstarter finishes, literally it'll be on the 1st of May.
Well, there
so
we go,
if you get your ticket now, you'll be fine.
And I would also say be organised. If you've got a ticket, like I said, the venue is attached to a hotel, and if you're young, which I'm sure a lot of you are, there's this I'm not going to get me started on there's a youth rate that I'm not happy about because I'm too old for it now. I'm not. You're not paying for a hotel. So book your hotels, book your travel, be organised, and then don't stress, and it's all going to be wonderful. Yay! One thing I will say, ads, is if there's anyone out there listening who is umming and ahhing about whether they should get a ticket or has not yet decided if they want to go, what would you say to anyone who still hasn't put their pledge in yet, that's still thinking about it at this point in time?
I would say in the since we're going on the Indiana Jones theme, in the words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it. Yeah.
Nice. So much better.
There we go.
Shut up, you fucking audience pricks.
And
hey,
Tanner.
Hi, that's me. I've been silent.
You are very probably, not to be confirmed, however, might be going as well.
Yes, I am proud to be one of 3 backers from Canada. I know, that's the legitimate number, because it says if you go to the community, you can see the breakdown of where they come from each country. Mm. 1 of 3 from Canada.
Whoa.
The other one being Fuad, and the other one being Tanner and Fuad's love child.
So we don't know about Fuad yet. We're still in talks about that, him and me. We're doing some tit-tat-tat.
So if any of you want to meet Tanner, possibly, then you should definitely get a ticket. I can't wait.
There are a few people who have said, I'm so looking forward to meeting you, and it's like, oh my god, I am literal nothing.
Tanner, we will finally meet and our rivalry will be settled then.
It's gonna be so weird actually being able to see all these people, like not just the Sonic show, not just, like a couple people I talked to online, but there's been a good number of people who I've just, watched online forever, who I'm going to see. And that's why one of the things I'm most excited for with this is just being able to, that's why I'm happy. This is like one more run. And that's why I was like, man, I'm putting my money down because it's one more run. You never know. This is my chance, so.
Oh.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Just like the tickets. It's ridiculously close. It's at time of recording, it's £19,814. So very close. However, of course, even once the goal is reached, there are still tickets to take, and I'm assuming, Adam, that stretch goals and such will potentially come into effect. Potentially.
Yeah, we're busy panicking, putting together stretch goals because we got to this point much faster than we thought we would. But it's a nice problem rather than it being the other way around.
Again,
here you go for free. Stretch goal number 1: more bathrooms.
You get there's a free hug from Jamie.
You know what? I would love that.
I was actually wondering whether we should have like a joking sort of stretch goal at like 25,000 and have like air conditioning.
Yeah. Free code for the full version is free.
So, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be weird seeing people again. The Sonic show is obviously going to be there. Hopefully, we'll be doing live streaming for those who can't go around the world. However, even if you can't go, you can pledge £1 just to say hi, basically. So who knows?
Give it the Sonic Boom treatment.
Exactly. So just pledge the fuck's sake.
Yay! Pledge.
We're going for a very quick break. After the break, we're going to play Defeat Donnie Summer of Sonic Edition, starring Adam, and then Adam's free to go. We don't have a Donnie, so I've got to find out which one of my lucky people here gets to be a Donnie for the day. That's the role that nobody
I
likes.
could summon Donnie if you want.
You can summon... What, is he a demon? What the fuck?
The blood contract is sealed.
We'll see you guys after this break.
Who disturbs my slumber?
Wow.
Radio Sega. The #1 community radio, playing Sega music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Want to request a track? Simply go to radiosega.net and register for free. You'll get to choose from the thousands of Sega songs in our playlist. Need something more? Tune in every day for top quality live programming. From music to talk to specialist shows, we've got it all covered. Check out our full schedule by going to radiosega.net/shows. Listen to us on your browser, mobile app or preferred media player. Go to radiosega.net/listen to find out how. Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back in the Opinion Zone. And guess who we found during the ad break? We found Donnie! Hi,
He
Donnie!
was sleeping behind the absolute mountain of Sonic Show books that we didn't sell.
But I did say I'd summon him, didn't I?
That is true. Donnie, you've come rising from the grounds. How are you, Donnie? You alright?
I'm doing fine. I had a crazy April Fool's Day. My birthday's in 5 days as of this recording, so...
Well, we won't be here for your birthday, so an advance happy birthday. There you go.
Happy birthday!
So, to celebrate your birthday, Donnie... Let's do a Defeat Donnie quiz. And, unsurprisingly, it's a Summer of Sonic themed quiz. So, shall we go to the Donnie newsroom where the magic happens? That sounds a bit gross. Shall we?
How old will Donnie be in 5 days' time?
In 5 years?
In 5 days. So this isn't one of the questions. In 5 years' time, if you're standing 1 nautical mile away from Jay. Anyway.
In 5 days, I'll be 24.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They're still too young. Don't worry. Right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's go to the Defeat Donnie room, Buzzy. Love this music. This always smooth, Poxy. Always smooth.
Thank you.
This is Defeat Donnie. We are going to play a quiz where we see if Donnie can prove his worth on the internet. As you all know by now, Donnie is all over the internet. He is on every website, YouTube channel, podcast. But does he deserve that? He is the king of Sonic social media, but he needs to justify that place. So, we will play Defeat Donnie, and rather than have a guest, we thought, what better for a Summer of Sonic themed quiz than co-organiser dude man with the hats, who recently hasn't been wearing many hats, I must point out.
A lot of people have made that comment. I don't. They're resting.
They better be brought out for Summer of Sonic, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll crack one of them out. They can be in the merch case or something like that. I don't know.
Rare collectible merchandise. So we welcome back Adam. In case another round of applause. Woo! Right. The quiz is quite simple. It's made of 2 rounds where I ask you both questions. If you get the question correct, you will hear this. If you get the question wrong, you will hear this. You don't want to hear that. That's a depressing sound. Right. Are you both ready to test your Summer of Sonic knowledge?
Probably not.
Now let's begin. Right. Okay, I'm going to go first to my lovely friend, Donnie. Hi, Donnie.
Oh, hi.
Just testing you're awake. Just wanted to make sure. You are awake, yes?
I hope so.
You hope so. Well,
Enough
close
to be
enough.
enough to be able to answer the questions right. I would have hoped. So.
You don't know. Right. Okay. Right. First question for Donnie. Here we go. As we all know, the first Summer of Sonic convention was held in 2008. But what was the month and date of the first convention?
I don't think it was in August at the time. I think it eventually went to August in later installments, but I think it was in May. I don't know why, but I think it's in May. It was in May.
So you want to say Summer of Sonic 2008 was in May. Yeah? Final answer?
Yes.
Good, okay. Let's see if May is correct. No, completely wrong. It was August. August 9th.
Oh.
God,
Somewhere, like Adam's probably just internally just going, "You idiot."
I actually only know the date because it was the day after somebody's birthday.
I feel that's cheating. Right. Even though it wasn't a question. So, right, Mr. T-Bird Adam, here is your question. Where was the second Summer of Sonic convention held?
It's an easy one, and I don't know the answer. I do. No, I do. No. Truman Brewery, I believe. Brick Lane, Truman Brewery.
Shall we see if that's correct? Let's have a look. That is correct. It was the Truman Brewery. It was the boiler house at Truman Brewery. So, woo. Right, Donnie.
Yes.
Here we go. At the 2009 Summer of Sonic, Mr. Bentley Jones of Gingerness covered 2 songs from the Sonic back catalogue that weren't originally his own. Name one of those songs.
He did a cover of "They Call Me Sonic."
They Call Me Sonic. Let's see if that's correct. That is correct. Adam, sexy Adam. Here's your question. Name the other song that Bentley Jones covered in the 2009 Summer of Sonic.
Oh God.
So the one that wasn't They Call Me Sonic.
I want to say it was a Sonic R song. Was it "Can You Feel the Sunshine"? I want to say it was that. I don't think it was, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to lock that answer in. Right. Yeah.
Let's see if that is correct. No, the correct answer was "Escape from the City," which you did an acoustic cover of. Right, never mind.
I actually want to hear Bentley Jones sing that now. The "Can You Feel the Sunshine"?
Right. Donnie?
Yes?
Here's a question. Really easy one. Right. Summer of Sonic was featured on Japanese TV station NHK World thanks to a collaboration with The Sonic Show back in 2013. But what was the name of the popular video gaming TV show that covered the event?
Oh, some kind of Nintendo podcast or something like that was on there. It was on something on... I can't remember the name of that Nintendo podcast. I remember how big this was at the time, too. I think it was
What was the name of the TV show that featured Summer Sonic in Japan?
I'll just go Nintendo Minute. Whatever.
Okay.
I know it's wrong, but what?
We'll go with Nintendo Minute. Was it Nintendo Minute? No. The TV show on Japan NHK World was called Imagine-Nation.
Oh.
So yeah, the Sonic show's been on TV. Woo!
Imagine-Nation, something I don't have.
Oh, bless. It's true though. Never mind. Right. Adam. Here's your question, darling. Right.
Yep.
What was the name of the first song sung by Johnny at the 2012 Crush 40 live set?
Is it... This is a trick question.
Maybe.
Because they did before they did their own set, there was another sort of musical ensemble.
Yes.
And the only reason I know this was because I basically forced June to bring a guitar in C tuning, so he could sing and perform "I Am All of Me." So I'm going to go with "I Am All of Me."
Let's see if that's correct. Unfortunately, they opened this with a very brief cover of "We Will Rock You" that went into his world.
Oh, well, it wasn't a trick question then.
Oh dear. Right, that's the end of the first round, which means we go to the scores. Unfortunately, Gabrielle, our sexy, glamorous assistant, is away on vacay. So, let's go to our other sexy, glamorous Canadian assistant and find out what the scores are. I don't know what her name is. Hopefully she introduces herself so I don't have to do this every time. What are the scores?
Well, hi there, everyone. My name is Tanner because Tanner is also a female name. And the score currently is 1-1, tied up between Donnie and T-Bird. Back to you, Jamie.
That was terrifying. Not gonna lie.
And I'm looking forward to meeting Tanner at Summer of Sonic 2016. Sounds very pretty.
Right.
Just a heads up, there is room for disappointment.
Oh god. Right. We will go to the next and final round, where we play a fun little game. Well, you get to basically what is going to happen is my seriously talented friend Poxy is going to read you a story told by someone at Summer of Sonic. Okay? So basically he's going to describe something that happened at Summer of Sonic event, and you have to basically tell me, for 2 points, you get 1 point if you tell me what they're talking about, and a second point if you can tell me which convention it happened at. Okay. So, Poxy.
Yes.
You see your little quotes you have to read?
Yes.
Awesome, cool. We will go first to... Ooh, I don't know. Which person am I going to go to first? I will say... right, let's go to Adam first. Right, Adam. Listen carefully to Poxy's little anecdote and tell me what is being... what incident happened at Summer of Sonic and which year it came from. Go ahead, Poxy.
Oh, gee whiz! This was the most amazingly kind thing anyone has ever done for me. Even though I didn't win, they still offered this to me. I had to give them a big hug to say thank you!
What the hell?
For reference, these are not exact quotes.
I don't remember the Summer of Sonic held in Mary Poppins. But,
I honestly thought we got Lee Evans on here.
Get all nervous all the time, you know, I get nervous.
So, what was that little kid describing, and from which convention?
I want to make up something hilarious, but I don't think I'll be able to make up anything hilarious. That is from, I believe, 2008. This was the first on-stage competition that we ran. And the two people at the end, I think it was a lass called Helen, and there was a tiny little kid dressed as Tails. And I think Helen won the competition, but she ended up giving her prize to the little kid, which was really nice. And I think
I've never seen that on stream.
I think that was 2008. I'm fairly sure it was 2008, and it was that event.
Let's see if that's correct. Correct in both counts. Yes, it was 2008, and it was indeed the quiz where Helen won a Nintendo DS, I believe, and she gave the prize to the losing participant, which was proper emotional. So yeah, well done. Right, Donnie.
Hi.
Listen, for once in your life, listen to Poxy's anecdote and tell me what he's describing and from what year it happened. Go ahead, Poxy. Wow us.
I wasn't expecting this. All planned in secret behind my back. I never expected him to ask me this, especially in front of all my fellow Sonic fans.
I think it was a marriage proposal that happened, and it happened. Which year was it? I think it was 2012 or 11. I want to say it was 2011. I'll go. 2011, and I believe it's a marriage proposal that happened.
Let's see. That is correct.
Yay!
Yep. 2011, and there was a live wedding proposal on stage. So, woo. Right. Fair play to both of you.
That.
Fair play. I wasn't expecting any of you to get this right. Right. Back to my lovely Adam. Right. Adam, listen carefully as Poxy describes to you a wonderful anecdote and tell me what he's describing and what year, what vintage. Go, Poxy.
Look, I never said it was my area of talent. And yes, I may have run the contest every year, getting other people to do it. But I wasn't prepared when the legend of modern Sonic music asked me to help him out. I think the crowd enjoyed it, but I'd ever want to do it again. This is typed out awfully.
I don't know who that is. I don't remember inviting this person.
Remember the Cockney boy?
yeah, but I don't remember the guy from the Bronx either. So actually, it sounded a bit like Stallone, didn't it? It was sort of like, yeah, I don't know. Adrian, I want to play the song for the Sonic fans. Can I have that again?
Yes.
Yes, excellent.
Look, I never said it was my area of talent. And yes, I may have run a contest every year getting other people to do it, but I wasn't prepared when the legend of modern Sonic music asked me to help him out. I think the crowd enjoyed it, but I don't think I'd ever want to do it again.
I now know what it is. I actually every year, I know he'll hate me for doing this, but I actually really enjoy going back and watching this again and again because it's kind of like I think I love him to bits, but I think he was absolutely mental to go up on stage and do this. So I think it was 2011 again, and this was Kevin filling in for Johnny Jewelli for Live and Learn.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Shall we see if that's correct? Yes, it's correct. 2011, yes, Mr. Eva, Kevin himself, Archangel UK, went on stage to sing Live and Learn, which is annoying. And if you want to watch that, search for it on our channel. It's got a pure, crisp audio recording of it. It is joyous. Right.
It is kind of cruel that you've still got it on there, but like
at the end of the day,
go and watch it.
It's great, and I think it was his last year organising the events as well, and I think it was a beautiful send off as well.
Yes.
So
why not?
How many people get to say they had an opportunity to do that? So amazing, right?
Didn't we have him on a previous Opinion Zone, and he kind of explained partly why that what had happened?
If you go to an earlier podcast right at the beginning, there's a whole story about why that was an emotional moment. Right, Donnie.
Hi.
It's the enthusiasm that makes you popular with the fans. Right. Let's go.
I don't know how, but
Let's go to my favourite Poxy in the whole wide world and listen to his little anecdote. You know the rules. What happened? What year? Go for it. Go, Poxy.
When I turned up to unpack, well, I wasn't expecting that. Luckily, with the help of all the team, we managed to move it all and still opened on time. But I think the whole change didn't confuse too many guests.
What? What the hell was that?
Well,
that move, I believe that happened. That was when the fire happened, I believe. Or that fire, or something happened and it caused the move. I'm trying to remember which year it was. I think it wasn't 2008 or 2009. I don't think it was 2010. I know it wasn't 2013. That's for sure. 2012, and I believe I don't remember what exactly the moment was, though. I believe it was like them organizers describing, giving commentary about what happened. What the hell is that sound?
I think that's Poxy making weird noises. Right, so what is your final answer, Donnie?
I guess summer of Sonic 2012, and it was the organizers describing, giving like remarks about what had happened.
So, and what had happened?
There was a fire or something like that, and like some kind of incident that caused the venue to be changed.
Okay, Right. Let's see if that very vague answer is correct. Yes, it was 2012, and it was the year that we had to change venues due to electrical fires. Because we just like to stress ourselves out. Beautiful.
How did I get that right?
That comes to the end of both rounds, which means we go to the final scores and see if Donnie is worth the waste of oxygen that he is, or if Adam is actually
he should just hang himself.
Or if he should just hang himself. No, not at all. We don't recommend death on this podcast. We just recommend, internet silence. It's fine. So, let's see if Donnie is the true champion of Summer of Sonic, and therefore should take over everything. Let him run the convention as well. He does everything else on the internet. Or if Adam is actually, a decent bloke. Let's see the final scores. Wow. Let's go to female Tanner and go and find out what are the final scores.
In what may be the biggest internet upset of 2016, the scores are 5 Donnie and 5 T-Bird. It's a tie!
Oh my
god!
Right.
Sudden death.
That means we go to a tiebreaker. I hate it when people do this because I'm never properly prepped for one.
I have one. Worry. I have one.
No, you don't.
I have one too.
Okay. Here we're gonna go. Let's go to tiebreaker. Cue tense music, etc. Right. Here we go. Right. I'm gonna ask you both this question. Whoever's closest to the correct answer is the overall winner. Okay? Right. So, I will go first to Donnie. Donnie! Hi.
Yes.
As you know,
yes.
Summer of Sonic is being kickstarted. Hopefully you're aware of this. You're covering TSSC,
yes.
Yeah? Great,
yeah.
Good job.
Yes.
Great journalism there. Awesome. Right. They have a £20 ticket, which gives you just a simple single ticket invitation to the Summer of Sonic on August the 6th, yeah? They have 145 of those tickets available, right?
Okay.
How many of those tickets have they sold?
Well, I know they recently had to restock on tickets and stuff because they ran out, and they added more tiers as well. So, I want to say over half of that. You said 145, right?
That's out of the total tickets available, yes.
Okay. Well, currently available.
Give me an answer.
75. I'll just go up the middle, I suppose.
75, right. Adam.
I don't like this because I might get this wrong. It's like, when was it? I was like, oh my god, when did that look this Kickstarter? I don't know. Okay, go for it.
So, Adam, out of 145 £20 tickets, how many have sold? How many backers for the £20 ticket?
I'm gonna literally do the Price is Right and go higher than Donnie. I think we've got rid of more than 100, so I'm just gonna say 101.
Okay.
Like the number of Dalmatians.
That's a lazy way to do it, but let's see who is correct. Out of 145 tickets, we have managed to get back 109, making Adam our winner. Yay!
T-Bird wins. That means Donnie's gonna pay the remaining to get to 2,000, 20,000.
So,
which is probably like £30. Age before beauty, Donnie. You've just got to look at it that way. So,
right.
Well, I mean,
So, Adam, you have proven to be the ultimate in knowledge when it comes to Summer of Sonic, which, to be honest, isn't a bad thing considering you are one of the main organisers. I'm glad you know your history of what you're doing, so that's always good. Though, to be fair, Donnie, for once in your life, you made a fair effort.
Well, I've won the quiz before. I mean,
wow, I don't
the
know.
one
I might
that
have
I've
to
done that
alter the
doesn't count.
record books on that one. But yes,
twice actually.
if you guys at home want to defeat Donnie, all you need to do is go to thesonicshow.org/The Opinion Zone and click on Defeat Donnie, and then you too could possibly defeat him, which, as you've learnt today, is quite easy to do. So, who knows? Give it a go. Right. Thank you so much, Adam. It's been a pleasure. It's been a delight.
Thank you very much. And
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
What?
Guys, they did it. 2,105.
No, they didn't.
20,105. It's right here. 20,105. Refresh the page, Jamie.
It
I'm
doesn't.
on there 5
refreshing it,
seconds
and
ago.
it's still the same.
I lied!
And on that
Sure, we
note,
can't have
Foxy
nice
is
things.
not going to Summer of Sonic.
Oh.
But no, seriously. To be fair, when you guys hear this, I will be shocked if it hasn't passed its goal, because it's so freaking close. But there will still be tickets available, so obviously make sure you get your ticket. But yes, Adam, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for bringing back the Summer of Sonic memories of joy, and I'm slightly remembering the upset and stress, but not enough to worry about it, so it's all good.
Well, thank you very much for having me, and I look forward to receiving my cash prize for beating Donnie.
Yes, you can have £20,000 depending on a particular project you have going on. We'll see how that pans out. And guys, you all love Adam, so he will be there. He won't want to talk to you because he'll be really busy, but...
Sorry, I thought you were going to say he won't want to talk to you, but he'll be there. So,
if you want to just take a photo of him from a distance, then you can do that too. I'm also hoping I will be pushing for my own crowdfunding for a selection of hats for Adam to wear, as I want every time he goes on stage to be a different hat. That's my goal. Possibly taking inspiration from the many hats of T-Bird. That is a video that exists on the Sonic Show. That's an old video.
That was quite an awkward moment when sort of a member of my family, I think it was actually my mother, and came up to me and went, I was actually on the internet the other day, and I found a video of you with many hats. And it took an unfeasibly long amount of time to actually explain why that video existed.
But be proud to know that is one of the few videos on the Sonic Show, despite being 5 years old, never to break 1,000 views. Woo! The demand is not strong, right?
Yet my internet illiterate mother can still find it.
That was amazing. Right. Again, thank you, Adam. It's been a pleasure. Guys listening at home, if you want to send a question to Uncle Poxy, you are slacking at the moment, then you need to go to thesonicshow.org/The Opinion Zone. Click on Uncle Poxy and send us a question. We've got a few, but the quality just needs to up. So if you guys aren't going to write decent questions...
I don't care about Uncle Poxy anymore, so it doesn't matter.
If you guys don't write decent questions, we're not going to do the segment. It's pretty simple. So... we will see you guys in a fortnight. We love you all very much. If you haven't bought a Summer of Sonic ticket and you want to see our ugly faces, we are very awkward in real life, but deal with it.
I'm not. I am.
You speak for yourself. I am charismatic as all heck.
Okay, as all heck.
Oh, heck. Oh, heck.
But yeah, if you guys want to say hi, like I said, at the last Summer of Sonic, it was great meeting you guys. You know... don't be annoying. I'm not subtle at hating people. So, but if you're a nice human being and want to say hi, then say hi. Like I said, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. It's been awesome. Thanks again, Adam. And yeah, bye.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the